gentleman yields, I'd like to recognize now the representative from Tennessee, Mr. Van Epps.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you to our witnesses for taking time today to share your expertise and insight. Quantum is inherently dual use, as we've been talking about, sensing, navigation, communications, and computing. Dr. Crowder, to start with you, in your view, for dual use, what is the single biggest obstacle to taking quantum technologies from a lab demonstration to a Department of War program of record?
So I don't want to get too far out of my purview and speak for the Department of War. What I will say is just in general, some of the biggest obstacles is just scaling from a couple of logical qubits that are loosely connected to highly interconnected systems with 100, 200 logical qubits that can perform hundreds of millions of operations. Those require careful handoffs between academia, who build the foundations of the qubits that we use now, to government partnerships, programs, industrial performers, and integrating these technologies all together. One thing I will plug here is that the DOE does a great job at bringing serial 1 chips to the user community to use and compute on. We've done that a variety of times, most recently with the X-Scale computing program. And I think that is something that we would look forward to continuing to work towards with quantum computing.
Great, thank you. While significant attention has focused on quantum computing, we know quantum sensors and networking are prime opportunities as well. And Dr. Crowder, back to you. What is the administration's strategy for accelerating these applications alongside computing? And how should the reauthorized NQI direct resources towards sensor development and quantum network infrastructure?
Sensing is an incredibly important part of the Department of Energy's portfolio. We have our large interferometer at Fermilab that is going to help us detect new fundamental constants for physics and gravitational waves, dark matter. Similarly, networking is, again, very important to us. We want to be able to connect systems together, and we need quantum networks to do that. It is impractical to send quantum information over classical networks. And so we need to continue to push that forefront and look to interconnect heterogeneous systems at the data scale level so that we can actually extract this information and compute upon it.
Thank you. As we look at the next phase of the NQI, how do agencies plan to prioritize quantum applications for securing and optimizing critical infrastructure, particularly our energy grid? Yes, sir.
Thank you.
And anyone else after that, too.
Yeah. So the applications of quantum computation and quantum information science in general for the grid is nascent and needs to be explored. We have a variety of investments to explore that space. We, right now, I think, are very excited about the quantum applications of material science, chemistry, high-energy physics, and doing some of these simulations. There was a recent paper that came out of one of our user facilities, NERSC, that showed that about 50% of their calculations were on those subject matter or those domain sciences, and could likely be accelerated through quantum computation at the hundreds of logical qubits level.
Great, thank you. Anyone else like? Yes, sir.
I'll just note that NASA is actually not part of the National Quantum Initiative, but just again re-emphasize the importance of the work that we're doing developing quantum sensors for space applications and the future benefit that that brings to the national space economy.
Great, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, one thing I would like to point out that there's a lot of national security adjacent quantum-related technologies, and just something that definitely, in my mind, interesting is, for example, materials design, simulation and design. Imagine if we could design a high-temperature superconductor. It would not just apply to society as a whole, but it would also have other applications. Yeah.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, and to get back to the idea of supporting the grid and supporting critical infrastructure, one of the key components is timing and time dissemination. And this has a critical role in that. We're working with other agencies to provide GPS-independent timing for critical infrastructure so that we're able to maintain that.
Great. Thank you so much. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.